Thank you for coming back to my channel for your stimulus check and stimulus package update. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave your thumbs up and please leave your comments. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all the support that you give me on this channel. Thank you so much. I'm going to tell you about this first, and then I'm going to get into what I've already had. A report from The Hill said that Joe Manchin is now wanting to hold off talks. He don't even want to talk about the $3.5 trillion bill until after the new year. That's right, until 2022. He don't even want to talk about it anymore. So he's going to hold off on Medicare reform, child care, paid leave, education, health care, affordable housing, and climate change. He's going to hold off on all this kind of stuff because he don't want to talk about it until after the first of the year. That's sorry. Oh, I wish this wasn't YouTube, y'all. I wish it wasn't YouTube. He needs to be out of office one way or the other now. We can't wait till 2024. I'm sorry to start it with bad news. It's news that you need to hear. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to get into my notes as I had them written down. Y'all, and what will our lawmakers do this week? I mean, this don't even sound right starting out like this after reading that. Well, they need to get to work, and they need to get to work fast and get this bill done. I believe the Democrats are moving slow on purpose because they know that they are done. Their party is history, and they know this. In the midterms and in the 2024, they're going to lose big time, and they know it. So really and truly, they just do not care. Y'all, I am not endorsing the Republican Party at all here. I'm just telling you what it is. All of this slowpoke moving on the $3.5 trillion bill, all of this stuff, the kicking it down the road day after day after day after day, all of that comes from the Democrats. The Republicans has done their job. They're not in this bill at all. They have done their job. They can't do nothing else now. So it's all on the Democrats and Nasty Nancy. Maybe something will get done this week. Last week there was a group of 13 different committees working on the $3.5 trillion bill. And they say they are done drafting this bill, and that just means that we can get started moving forward with it. And we'll start learning what's in this bill. We have been waiting on that for a long time. We really need to know what's in the bill right now before we can say, okay, this could still be added in. Or we still may get a stimulus check. We still may get the raise for Social Security. We will get the Medicare reform. Problem is now with Joe Manchin, when will we get it? In this draft earlier this past week, the Democrat lawmakers voted no on lowering prescription cost. These Democrats has got Big Pharma in their pocket. That's why they voted no. But remember these lawmakers, because they said no to your lower cost pharmaceutical needs. These lawmakers is Peters from California, Schrader from Oregon, and Rice from New York. That's three that has to go in the 2024 or in the midterms. Right now, Nancy Pelosi does not have the votes that she needs to get this bill passed. She needs all 50 votes. And we know Sinema and Manchin says that they will not vote for it. And it looks like they're sticking to their guns. I'm still holding out hope, though. Nancy says that they're going to keep moving forward. Biden says they're going to keep moving forward. I'm still holding out hope that they will keep moving forward and change Manchin and Sinema's mind in the end, and they will vote yes for it. Y'all, food stamp programs could be cut if the federal government runs out of money. You could see your food stamps go away. And there are people that really depends on food stamps. I know a lot of you are reporting you only get $15, $20 a month anyway. But that's $15 or $20 more than what you had. And now if it goes away, it might hurt you. Some people has a family, and food stamps is the only way that family eats. And when it comes to the end of the month, They're just biding time until that food stamp card comes. They need that food stamp card that bad. And if it goes away just for 2 days, that's a big deal to these families. When it goes away, if they don't raise the debt ceiling, it could go away for a month or maybe less. But 1 day is too much. Also, if they don't raise the debt ceiling, Medicaid could be going away for a month or a few days, however long it takes them to decide to raise the debt ceiling. 2/3 of Medicaid is funded by the federal government. 1/3 is funded by your state. And I don't see very many states with that kind of money to pick up the full tab. So if the federal government runs out of money, also there goes your Medicaid. Janet Yellen said just the other day that the Treasury is running out of money real fast and they need to raise the debt ceiling. Well, if they don't raise the debt ceiling and they run out of money, food stamp program's going to be cut, SNAP program's going to be cut, Medicaid's going to be cut. Now, it's only going to be for a short time until they decide to raise the debt ceiling. But like I said, 1 or 2 days is way too much for some families that really depends on this. Y'all know how I feel about raising the debt ceiling. I don't think they should. But in the short term, that's the only option I see. They're going to have to raise the debt ceiling, even though we don't want it. Because when they raise that debt ceiling, they're going to be printing out worthless paper and calling it money, putting us deeper in debt. But these families are really dependent on that food stamps, and these families are also dependent on that Medicaid. If the federal government runs out of funds, they won't be able to meet these obligations. So in the short term, I think they do have to raise the debt ceiling, as bad as I hate that. But when they're doing all of this, raising the debt ceiling, cutting out food stamp SNAP programs, and cutting out Medicaid, just remember, they're sending $64 million to Afghanistan. And you know who's going to get that money? The Taliban. After they 13 of our best. All the millions of dollars that they're using to ship these illegal criminals all around the world, taking them back to their last place of residence. What is wrong with our country? This is not the country I grew up in. Y'all, I'm not saying that Trump was a good president. I'm not saying that he did everything right. He made some bad mistakes, and his mouth scared me to death. But he was a hell of a lot better than Joe Biden. We would be better off without either one of them. I'm not saying that. If we didn't have Joe Biden and if we didn't have Donald Trump, we would be better off. But who would we have? Kamala Harris? Nasty Nancy? Joe Manchin? At least we know where Donald Trump stands. At least we know he loves America. Joe Biden's brain is so warped. He don't know what he loves. He don't know what side of the fence he's on. Y'all, I hope something good happens this week. Do I believe we'll get a fourth stimulus check? I still believe we will, 125%. Do I believe we'll get the raise for Social Security? I still believe we will. 125% of me says yes, but that's just my opinion. Now the big problem is when. When will we get it? And how much will it be? We know they're going to kick it down the road as far as they can. We know they're going to make it as small as they can. But right now, the American people needs help. Y'all, if you want your comments put over on my website, We the People, start it by saying We the People. We will take it over there for you. Also, join the Facebook group. You have to answer the one question. Both links is in the description box below. Before I get away from here, I need to tell you one more thing. Yesterday, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm having trouble with my throat. I was bored, so I was going around looking at other people's stimulus videos. The one person that I'm always talking about that I don't like, he made a video that I really do like that video, and he made a lot of sense. So, as I was listening, I seen the title, so I clicked on it to listen to it. As I was listening to it, I was also reading his comments. The video was titled, How to Make $100,000 in a Year. That kind of stuff interests me. So I clicked on it. As he was talking, he's making good sense. I like that video. That's probably the best video he's ever made. Y'all, I started reading his comments as he was talking, and there was a lady on there. He's telling you how you can make $100,000 a year, and you can. It's very easy. But her comment was that she can't make $100,000 a year because she would lose her disability and her Social Security. How much is that? $700 a month? $800 a month? Y'all, just because you're on Social Security or disability, that don't mean you can't do better. And that's what he was trying to tell people. They can do better than Social Security and disability. And it's very easy. And he's not talking about going out digging ditches and putting a roof on a house. He's talking about things that you can do. If I had a chance to make $100,000 a year and I was on disability, I would tell them in a heartbeat where they could stick that disability check. But people think their Social Security and disability is that important. People just don't want to hear when people tell you how you can do better. Y'all, just know I love you all. I rambled on enough. Please leave a comment, leave your thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep your faith in Jesus Christ. Keep your faith in Jesus Christ.